get away. I should talk to the captain of that ship.
What am I supposed to do now?
Not my concern, citizen. I'd advise you to return to your home.
If I can't get through, that's it for my shop. The entire month will be ruined.
You don't want to be out on the streets like that.
People of Dunwall, aiding a fugitive is now punishable by death. Aid the city watch in this time of transition.
You're so dead. He can't escape. What? Take it.
This won't take.
Damn it! He won't go far anywhere. She's wounded. Let's finish finally know your place.
I've got to get away. I should talk to the captain of that ship.
What? What am I supposed to do now?
Not my concern, citizen. I'd advise you to return to your home.
If I can't get through, that's it for my shop. The entire month will be ruined.
Trust me. You don't want to be out on the streets right now. Move along.
People of Dunwall, aiding a fugitive is now punishable by death. Aid the city watch in this time of transition. Put in a request for new boots, and what did I get? A sock. One useless sock. This wall.
So if I have two, and I give him one, I still gets me one. But then if I eat it, no, if he eats it, then what?
That's it! Hey! Oh, no! Damn it!
What was that?
Come on! You aren't going anywhere! What are you waiting for? Hey, who is... He's wounded! They're surrounded!
We've gotta get away. I should talk to the captain of that ship.
What am I supposed to do now?
Not my concern, citizen. I'd advise you to return to your home.
So that's it for my shop. The entire month will be ruined.
You don't want to be out on the streets right now. Move along.
People of Dunwall, aiding a fugitive is now punishable by death. Aid the City Watch in this time of transition.
Getting so one can't even breathe no more.
What am I? I got stocking with that leg, that's what. Worse than...
Of course I can.
I'm stupid. No, here's medicine.
Hey, who is... End of the road for you.
Ah! Strike at me then! You're done! Ah! You aren't going anywhere! She won't go far! You're clever! I know you're here somewhere.
I saw you. No use hiding. I'll find you, you know.
No way!
Came here to warn the Royal Protector. Maybe too late. Lady Emily, you won't get far with that face. Stamped on half the coins in the city.
There's a coup underway, and I'm being blamed for the Crown Killer murders. I don't care what my face looks like.
My name's Megan Foster. I work with an old ally of yours, Anton Sokolov. We learned something scary down in the south. And I came to warn you.
I know, Anton. But Corvo's gone. The Duke of Serkonos is here with a woman named Delilah. They massacred everyone in the throne room. Then she did something I can't explain. There was nothing to do but run.
Sometimes that's all you can do. This is my ship, the Dreadful Whale. We can head out as soon as you're ready.
I need to get to Karnaca where the Crown Killer murders started. Delilah must have been down there for a while, and I've got to figure out what's going on.
You're Corvo's daughter. I'll give you that. Should we go?
Yes, I'm ready. Am I still aboard Megan's ship? Feels odd. What is this place? Where am I? I can feel something moving closer.
Empress Emily Caldwin. I am a friend of your father's from the bad old days. I never expected us to meet. I watched your mother die at the hands of schemers who wanted your little empire. Then you were rescued by a man in a strange mask. I thought that was the end of the excitement. But someone yanked the rug from under your feet. You've lost your throne and your father. And I promise, Delilah won't just give them back. So, what are you prepared to do about it? Your Imperial Majesty? And are you clever enough to do it without spilling a river of blood? I asked Corvo those questions 15 years ago. This is the moment that changed him. Now it's your turn.
It burns from the inside. I feel like I'm standing at the edge of something. All the stories, they're true. Incredible. This is how I'm going to save my father and reclaim the throne. Corvo mentioned being here once.
I know you. Do you remember? It's been so long, and you've been through so much. Even as an echo of myself, It's good to know you're there.
Mother? You're here, but you're not here. In my hand, but somewhere else.
Only the last of my essence. With you for a while. If only I could reach across this great expanse and take you into my arms. But I have this to offer. My gift and my curse. Summon me to your hand, and I will guide you when I can.
Who is Delilah really? How could she? I don't understand.
There's no one quite like Delilah. I watched her pull herself up from blood and filth, until she was in a position to steal from the wisest scholars in the Empire. Survival and ambition, art and magic, with a cunning that makes fawning sycophants of those around her, all of it leading to what you saw at Dunwall Tower. Delilah's playing the long game. She took all the abuse the world could deal out, and now she has a crown. But I'll let you in on a secret. She's got her eyes set on a much greater prize.
When I was 10 years old, bored with my lessons, I dreamed about sword fighting and sailing the ocean. Now I'm realizing that the world is stranger than I ever imagined. Everything I know has been turned on its head, but I'm dealing with it the best I can. When you look at the great jeweled map at Dunwall Tower, Karnaca is the southernmost port in the Empire. A fat, red ruby. That's how I always thought of it. Up close, the city smells like the ocean and strange spices. Up close, it's a tangled story of blood and ambition. The birthplace of my father. Megan Foster is a stranger, but there's something that makes me want to trust her, despite her guarded disposition. She got me out of Dunwall, and I need answers. Delilah and the Duke made me look like a murderer, using the Crown Killer to butcher my political adversaries. They took what was mine, and I'm gonna get it back.
Man, this is some shit. Back to that city. What would we have done in the old days? All sharp metal and shadows, we'd say. The Duke's probably not back from Dunwall yet. If we're lucky, the Howlers will be distracted by some... You're up.
All right. You've explained part of it. But what were you and Sokolov doing here?
The old man loved Karnaka, but he'd caught wind of a conspiracy tied to the Crown Killer. He wanted to warn Corvo.
There are reports about tensions rising, corruption, street violence. I didn't give it much mind. Usually the local authorities resolve that sort of thing.
The new Duke has let things slide. But Sokolov concluded he might be the head of the conspiracy. He came in looking shocked, and if you've heard his after-dinner stories, you know that's unusual. We were going to set out for Dunwall, but something happened.
The Crown Killer.
Yes, the hatch ripped open and Sokolov screamed. All I caught was a glimpse of someone carrying him across the deck. I followed as long as I could, toward Addermeyer Institute. It's run by the alchemist Hypatia. Maybe the Duke is using a patient of hers, the Crown Killer.
Addermeyer. All right. I'll get inside. The Crown Killer has to be eliminated, and if the alchemist will cooperate, maybe I can learn something about what happened to Sokolov. Wish me luck.
If you need my luck, Sokolov's as good as dead. When you get done at the Institute, disable the watchtower. Once it's down, I'll bring the boat around. We'll take the skiff to the shore when you're ready. Ready for me to drop you at the docks?
Let's go see the streets where my father grew up.
Off we go then.
It won't do to be recognized.
I'd take you to Adamire by boat, but security's too tight. The Grand Guard have a watchtower there. Go inland and use the carriage station. Before his death, the old Duke of Serkonos spent decades building up Karnaca. After Duke Luca Abel took over, he started draining the wealth out of the city as fast as he could. Orgies and week-long feasts.
Having more fun here than we were in Dunwall, it seems.
Watch yourself on the way to Adamire. The Duke's given the Grand Guard run of the city. Strangers get attacked on sight.
I'll keep my head down.
This is a good spot. Reach Adamire, take out the Crown Killer, and find out where Sokolov was taken. The alchemist, Hypatia. She'll help if she can. Sokolov likes her.
I'll see you later at Adamire. Just wait to bring up the boat until after I've disabled the watchtower.
Welcome to Karnaca, stranger. No need to cover your face. There's not much dust from the mines down here at the docks.
The dreadful whale. No, it's not on the registry. Maybe one of the recent orders from war.
Covering your face again last night. Maybe I ought to try one of those sleeping tinctures.
You know,
They can be kind of pricey.
New restrictions are now in place due to the assassinations conducted in the name of the former Empress, Emily Caldwell, and carried out former Royal Protector, Hey,
come here.
Serkonan Guard, stopping and questioning all
An underground market. Illegal trade means weapons and ammunition.
Your face is no concern of mine. If the Grand Guard comes in, I don't know you. News isn't good, they say. They should do like me. Never read it. You won't regret it. Let's see. I have some upgrade plans for your gear. I'll take that deal. Glad we could do business. Come back soon. I mean, if I'm still here.
Are we gonna let a few blood flies stop us?
I'm in. Just remember to move slowly, and don't get too close to the nests.
You bet.
We don't even know.
Everyone is looking for me. It might pay to be discreet.
You reported me. I warned you.
Please, you gave me no choice.
Please? It's too late for that, Rapallo. Guess what happens next? This is how we get rid of snitches. Remember, if anyone asks, he just ran through it.
Yeah, we couldn't stop him.
Hey, is the windmill turning all right up there? No problems?
Don't worry, it's turning. Plenty of electricity.
Good. I like this setup better than using the well oil tanks. The wind won't run dry.
Unless something happens to the windmill, these break down just as often in a different way. And they also overcharge sometimes.
The wind picks up too strong? Like in a storm?
Right. And if that happens, trust me, don't stand too close to the wall of light.
Yeah, that's terrible. What's going on?
Look.
Hey, who is this? Into the road for you.
No use running. My luck, it'll be that sadistic crown killer.
I missed the time when I could go to sleep without wondering if I'd wake up.
You need something.
Fooling around. I know you're here somewhere.
Playing dice tonight.
In the dumpster.
Something pervert.
Karnaca was a lovely city once, before the Duke began choking the life out of the place, before the Crown Killer started painting the walls red. Now you're here, and I have to wonder whether you're gonna give it that final nudge, or pull it back from the edge. We've both seen cities go bad before. Vermin, blood, and betrayal. It's happening again. I hope you're ready.
Move along. We're conducting a search for heretical artifacts.
What? Here? Listen, I only... Huh? What? Guards! Someone! I don't want to die!
abode of my own. That's
Be wary for the agents of the Outsider. Heed my words and save yourselves. A young girl came to me on the 14th day of the month of harvest. I will never forget her words. She looked up at me and asked what shrines to the Outsider could fill.
I was born in Morley, but I've been here. What's he going on about?
Beats me. Half the shit they say makes no sense.
Is that the 9 strictures?
Dumbass. It's only 7.
9-7. What's the difference? It's all dog shit about the void and the outsider and living a humble life. Nothing I give a rat's ass about.
Hey, the Overseer women. Why only men?
The women are in a special clan or something apart. They're all blind.
The lights of
But I
our
don't
city,
think they're allowed.
whose faces we do not recognize, and whose voices are strange to us. The girl was taken from her home the next night, locked in a cage of iron, and toppled into the canal. Her corruption was eradicated for the safety of all those who lived around her, all of you. We harden ourselves to the cries of the apostate, to the heretic, and in doing so, we saved countless others from the horrible discord
Unknown that would drag
The
us
Abbey will not allow the shadows of the void to fall upon you. We will brandish the light or the flame as we must to keep our charges from everlasting pain and suffering, to prevent even one among us from wandering through that endless night for time without end. The 7 scriptures. I will not forget the day if this is truly her chosen path. I can only hope the Outsider has
Let's get a longer break. On account of my bad feet, you know? Wait, something.
Hey, you! Come here! Looking for a fight.
More Grand Guard soldiers. Best to avoid.
A flanker! Stop! I know you're here somewhere.
I'm tired of all this hullabaloo. I pay good money to make sure things like this don't happen.
That was a rat. It was a fat one.
Marty,
Huh?
Keep your eyes peeled.
She'll show up again. I just have to be patient.
This time I'll get
Hey, someone, anyone!
Don't let her escape!
That's not right! You aren't going anywhere! I'll tear you to pieces! No use running! Come back here! I'll put it on your still can, stranger!
I won't let you get away so easily.
Die already!
Within!
Damn you!
Dare you! Step back there!
Hey, where are the overseer women? Why only men?
And shambles just outside the lights of our city, whose faces we do not recognize, whose voices are strange to us. The girl was taken from her home the next night, locked in a cage of iron and toppled into the canal. Her corruption was eradicated for the safety of all those who lived around her, all of you. We harden our souls to the cries of the apostate, to the heretic, and in doing so, we save countless others from the horrible discord that awaits them beyond death.
I will ask again today if this is truly her chosen.
More Grand Guard soldiers. Best to avoid.
What happened here? Holy shit! Shake it!
You finally know your place.
Hold on!
Hey, where are the overseer women?
Cursed
Why
figures
only
who
men?
hunt and shamble just outside the lights of our city, whose faces we do not recognize, and whose voices are strange to us. You're not supposed to be here! She can't
Maybe when they're
escape!
together, they have trouble keeping them
Keeps them all focused on the strictures.
Let's see what you've got! Abby!
I'll cure the world from the likes of you! What's going on to the hounds? Surrender and die!
Where are the overseer women? Why only...
And Shem. Whose faces we do recognize, and whose voices are strange to us.
A stream of untruth. The echoes of lies come back.
The girl
as
was
the
taken
voice
from her
of
home
the
the next
outside.
night, locked in a cage of iron, and toppled into the canal. Her corruption was eradicated for the safety of all those who lived around her, all of you. We harden ourselves to the cries of the apostate, to the heretic, and in doing so, we save countless others from the horrible discord that... that awaits them with death.
For even the lonely.
This now, all we faithful in our society, your allegiance should be first and most fiercely to your family, to your neighbors, and to the Abbey of the Everyman. Princes and queens rise and fall, but a succession of overseers will watch you for the entirety of your lifetime, shielding you from the outer horrors of the void and from the spoiled touch of the outsider himself. Hold closest to the seven strictures,
never to return.
Now sits on the throne in Dundee, and that the Duke of Circumstance is in her thrall. Across the Empire, do not doubt.
Nah, not this time.
Welcome to my shop. Have a look around. First quality goods only. You'll
If
find
only
nothing
truth and justice could really be weighed on scales.
Of course, splendid idea.